All right, everybody. Welcome to another live review. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thanks for tuning into the channel. I had to give a little swoop number here. I'm trying to get this hair trained for this weekend. Okay, I have to host a reunion, honey. We're trying to get this tidal wave going. Okay, we're just trying to move it along. I'm doing fresh face too. I can't believe it, Mimi. I had to let the skin breathe today. Listen, we need to get into this episode of Drag Race España. I'm going to go in. Yes, I am. I don't care if there were tears on that runway. I do not care. Oh no, bitch. You was talking cash money. Whoa. Oh no, we're going in today. Because when I say this baby deserves it, and I'm not going to be mean, I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real on some levels. Because it was very, we're going to hell hand in hand until this episode. And now all of a sudden, thank you, Jesus. I've been saying, the fuckery. We about to get in. Let's go ahead and bring my co-host in here, babies. You already know her. She's my sister from another mister, a bestie from another testy. I'm the left areola to her right. There you go. It's BB Cherry.
Hello. You're giving me that one seagull in the flock that had soul.
Oh my goodness. Typecasted by Disney again. No, I just can't. Mimi, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing pretty good. One thing that I'm loving about these Tuesday reviews is that it's giving me a chance to play in the looks a little bit more because Quarantina sure got me very plain-faced Jane for quite a while.
I understand completely. And I'm having to train this tidal wave here. I'm going to be doing some stuff with my hair because I decided to do my hair up top, but I'm going to go to a barber to get this all lined up and cleaned up, and the beard needs to be trimmed because I'm hosting a reunion this weekend, and that's why the panel is on break. We going to get this together. God dang it. I'm just... It's a sound effect. I can't. There we go. Now, listen, Mimi, what did you think of this episode overall before we get started with our slideshow and stuff?
It was interesting. Definitely saw the storyful character arc that they were delivering to the table, right? Nice, hot and ready out of the oven, Little Caesar's pizza. Yeah, that's my quick thoughts at the top. If you were there on Sunday, you know.
If you know. That is where we're leaving the peas. That was for that Sunday. Now, I promise you, when I come back on the 18th, when we do the panel again, I'm going to do the same bit where wherever we have a random moment in the show where it's literally game on, and when I'm asking y'all for jokes. It really lent itself when we went into the category, and I called it capital P. Y'all knew where to go from there. I line them up, Mimi. That's all I'm saying. I line them up, okay? I'm going to need you to dip. There it is.
And that's just such a classic rant pack moment, calling Wendy the letter P. And it was just that it was that little Kindle that just it just became a fire, and I loved it.
And I meant to say when she steps forward while walking, she goes from P to R. That was how I meant to word that joke. It's like PR, RP, RP. Yeah, people confuse her for a walking advertisement for role-playing games. Listen, all right, let's stop. We need to get into this episode here. Let's go ahead and bring up this share screen because Matty did his homework for this. I also will be on airtime today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Hey.
And we're going to be doing some runway stuff here. It's going to be a good time. Shared screen. Share screen. Sharing the screen.
Sharing the screen.
There we go. Small icons. So we're less self-conscious. Okay, listen to everybody. All right, this episode was all for shits and giggles. It's the roast. These queens were also given a mini challenge that is throughout most of the drag race, I guess, interpretations, and as well as regular drag race here, which was puppets. Everybody likes
One of my
puppets.
favorites. One
Mhm.
of my favorites.
I'm going to go ahead and give who I think is going to win this competition by the end of this review.
Okay.
I'm clear now. Like there is no other way. I see it for anybody else.
We riot in the streets otherwise.
Literally, it's that kind of situation, because the storyline that guard dog had this week. Ooh, raw.
Look, they were trying to give Hurt Dog too, like,
bitch, I'd rather watch Space Jam again than go through that nonsense. Listen, they then gave a storyline for the other girl. It was basically like, this bitch did all of this. I was like, what? We would have never have known. I was done, but I'll continue. Ooh, child, let's go ahead and press play.
I think Dovima was also trying to arrange a nice little threesome at the end of the show between her, Sagittaria, and Carmen.
What a weird. Let's get to it, because it was such like at the beginning of the season, and now at this part of this. Come on now, we're on episode 6. We have this full resolution. All right. These bitches came back in the workroom after Ugasio was sent home packing. And, a lot of people were feeling some kind of way. Killer Queen, congratulations on winning the lip sync. Everyone's feeling something except this one. Let me go ahead and give you the face, because they definitely zoomed in. You already know what's up. I felt differently. I felt differently. Like, what?
Zoom in to the Arthur fist.
Literally. Carmen makes a joke just to make light of the situation, and it's like, okay, great, or whatever. But this one stroke of an eyebrow is honestly, getting on my last nerves a little bit. But it's like, the game is on. It's top 5. Let's see what the girls are going to do. Now, Carmen reveals that, bitch, let me have been in the bottom. You hoes would have been sent packing, because I had another wig underneath that baby. Okay.
She was giving me Spanish Silky moment.
Very that. If I was ready to lip sync if I had to. Very, very. That shit was so funny to me. Shout out to 114 people in the room. Don't forget to hit that like button, and thanks for being here. The girls are having that moment that they always do with Drag Race. So shalom, shabai.
Not
like,
shalom, shabai.
Shadex. Like, where are we going? The next day,
next on Hasidic Drag Race.
I think Carmen got annoyed by her, but played it off to keep the peace with her. Yeah, I think Carmen's a bitch, but not like on purpose, like somebody's trying to be. So at one point in time, it's just like, okay, girl, come on. Like, you're looking bad right now. And I'm sure there were conversations like that were being held. Like, is this the route you're trying to go? Because, okay, sis, do you? Next day comes around, and I didn't understand this bit with the random box that was sitting there. I didn't know what that was about. Was that a segue into what they had to do? Maybe I was confused. Was that Ugasio?
Did a set designer forget it?
I was confused. Hold on. Yeah, I was confused, honey. I said, I need
maybe giving them something else to play off of, since they like to play act when they come in the room.
It was something. It was something. No. So next, I don't even know why I put this slide in here, girl. All right. Supreme comes into the workroom. Hey, sister. Takes down a curtain. It's not a glory hole, but it could be. But it's actually the puppet pool box. Now, this was such an elaborate box, or whatever wall this was, where there is a bucket of the puppets, or someone behind them handing those puppets that would be back there. So the girls put their best glove on, some, without. A few bits of Vaseline. I almost said gasoline. What hole are you going into? One on fire. And they pulled out their that was the turnaround. Maybe that was the turnaround. We had to
that was me. That was one of these wows.
Because we almost went there. I said gas it, but I caught it, but I gave a story. That's how you do it, children.
But really quick shout out to Supreme's suit. It was beautiful. I loved the look down to the details. And they did confirm this week that the designer that they've been partnering with for those suits, very purposefully, they are doing the LGBTQ flag. So I just wanted to give that a quick little shout out.
So Mimi, do you know who the puppets were from each person here?
Sagittaria had Poopy.
And you.
Poopy had Dovima. Dovima had
no, because Carmen had Killer Queen.
Yeah. And Killer had Carmen.
Yeah.
So Dovima had Sahi.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. We're clear because the puppets were terrible. Yeah, they looked horrible.
Two of them did great at the acting out of the puppets.
we gonna get there. Here we go. Well, first of all, Killer
borderline Queen, blackface.
I was like, Killer Queen was either making a Raven or a Rachel, but there it was, and I was like, okay, all right.
And she's all she was pounding that puppet too.
It's like, what color is that? Brown? Just brown. Just brown. Sagittaria with Poopy. I can clearly tell just looking at this. Poor baby. Poor baby.
Yeah, she delivers amazing looks. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Okay, I have to move on. I don't want to. This poor child was beat.
I don't want to drag her. I don't want to drag her.
Just beat up this episode. I mean, no waistline and honey, no time at all spent with this one, Dolly. Now, speaking of heads, here is Dovima, and Dovima has Sagittaria clearly from the wig and the fucked up, mouth. I don't understand why it needed so long. I was like, what is the bacon going on here? This was bad too. Dovima was like, I got it. Nope.
She started and then crashed almost as immediately as Sagittaria did.
Okay. Let's see here, guys. Please don't forget to mention what happened this week in Spain. I haven't really been keeping up with what's been happening in Spain here. So if y'all could educate me, we can go ahead and highlight that moment. I do know that I think there was something that was being shared, but I didn't get it. I don't get on that news bit often here when it comes to this. So
yeah, same. I've been trying to limit my world news for mental health purposes recently. So I try to tap in and out. So please share what's happening, and we'll be more than happy to amplify it today.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and continue on here. So let's see here.
Okay. This one. The puppet. Well, first of all, the acting out of the calling them out on stage was genius. And then just the walking so slow.
I cannot. When I tell you, when Poopy, who was barely behind the counter, we just want to go there.
She's probably on her tippy toes.
Right. I was sitting here like, oh, child, I cannot. I couldn't deal with it. It was so funny. That was a good one.
It was so funny. I was laughing. That was literally me LOLing at 8:00 in the morning, watching it while I was getting ready.
Okay, so I have an understanding of what's going on here from the situation. I'm going to go ahead and read on it real quick. This is based off of an article from Reuters.com. People took to the streets of Spain's biggest cities on Monday evening to express their anger at the death of a man in a suspected homophobic attack at the weekend. Crowds from Madrid Square, activists marched down major street in Barcelona, chanting slogans, waving placards, and rainbow-colored flags. A 24-year-old nursing student was beaten near a nightclub in the early hours of Saturday in the town of A Coruña, northern Spain, by several assailants, including one who shouted a common derogatory, word, basically, as it was reported. He later died in the hospital. So that's currently what's going on right now over in Spain. Sending my love to the family here, Samuel Luis. That is so jacked up. And I know we just got done with Pride Month, and that's a perfect example in these moments of why we need to band together and protect each other as a community, because that should not have been happening.
Yeah.
And for it to be jumped like that by so many people is fucking ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I wish I could have been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even fucking joking. Like, bullshit. That's bullshit. And it's really fucked up to hear that. I'm like getting upset talking about this. But yeah, sending the love there, out there to everybody. And, you know, my love goes to Madrid. My love goes to everybody in Spain right now. Yeah. All right. So like I'm sending that love and respect, but we got to move on with this review and keep this going here, because that's what this is about today.
We're here to bring you a little bit of light through the darkness.
Yeah, that's our job, babies. So let's go ahead and continue on with this. The poopy, hilarious. Go on, sister. It was exactly what I needed. Now, Killer Queen. Oh my god.
Oh my god. And the lips were great. The coloring was offensive to me a little bit. But I mean, I get it. It's jokes. Yeah, it was interesting.
What? Then when the head came off, that's when the cackle was really effective. I couldn't handle it. It was like, child, what are you holding that dog kind of strong? Listen, that was me. This was actually
the voodoo bit was everything, though. The voodoo bit was everything. Carmen, like,
this was us on the panel Sunday. This was us on the panel. Yep. Dooley's over here. No, this is Dooley. This is me. This is Mimi, and then Jamar would be Dovima, because there was no like some expression sometimes. Yeah, very that. That was one of the funniest moments. But you know, go ahead. It was why the face, but Carmen as Killer Queen was the funniest thing. It was the voice. Get out! Wait a minute.
Everything. I was dying laughing. I was laughing so hard. Yeah, Poopy and Carmen, to me, it was a double win to me. Like this to me, the puppet challenge for sure.
I had to cough, Mimi. You could have kept talking. All right.
So I was just like, I got a little lost, and then I got lost in the comments, and I was like, wait, is he okay? Is he dying on me?
Mimi learned a lesson today. If Matty tips up, keep talking, please. That's what we do. That's how the show keeps running. People don't need to see behind the curtain.
Yeah, no. Right. So I got lost in one of these comments, so I'll read it because I just was reading the comment. Killer painting Carmen's puppet wasn't offensive in itself, but it highlighted how offensive Carmen's tanning can be. So sorry, I got lost in that comment, and then I got a little bit.
That's what I got from it. I wasn't offended, you know, looking at the markings of it. It was just basically stating that she's tans to be a baked potato, or to have a skin of a baked potato. So yeah, that's why we don't show the curtain. Yeah, Mimi just keeps going, and I come back, it's just me coughing. That's what it is. If I was in trouble,
like, did he just pass out?
Mimi learned a lesson today, because Julie knows exactly. Like one of the panel, when I have to go up and cough, Julie's like, "Keep going." Like that's where that comes from, because it's like you just cough. It went down the wrong trachea. Gatorade just got me, Mom. Yeah, okay. But Carmen did really good job with Killer Queen. It was funny. The voice was hilarious. I was here for it. And Carmen wins the mini challenge, which then gives her the advantage of choosing the lineup for the roasting challenge, the stand-up, where they must roast the judges, all of them. Great, cool. There's this guy, totally forgot his name. So sorry.
I did too.
He is a comedian, is what I'm assuming, and hope so, if this was the challenge, to bring a comedian into this. If I were to ask the chat at any point in time to give me this person's name, pronunciation, then I can go ahead and give him his coots like he deserves to be. As that is the one note I didn't write down, but I put this screenshot in to give me this moment for some reason.
Brice? The BRYS, Brice, I think.
Eureka the chair. He broke the chair. That happened.
No,
Who's
the
that
back
going through?
panel. The back panel popped out, and
Uh,
then so the two sides were flopping, and they were trying to keep it together, but then it kept
oh my
flopping,
goodness!
and then they had to like stop and like fix the chair.
How did I miss that yesterday? I was really watching this.
Oh yeah, it was
Okay.
the whole thing. It was
Oh
even
my
on
goodness.
online.
See, look at me. I literally must have dipped out the room when that happened. I was making a sandwich. No shade. No shade. I was like, okay, these babies are going up here. It's pronounced as Bryce. Okay, thank y'all, baby. Because we were saying, like, yeah, it was brie cheese, Brie.
Yeah.
It was like, did you want some brie on your sandwich? I could put some on there. It's melted. I've been, I put it in a sourdough bun holder. Brace. Okay, so the queens were into their, I'm going to try to get my stuff together. I'm trying to get these comedy bits done, all that good stuff. Good luck. Because Sagittarius, excuse me. Whew, this bitch
she was having a little bit of a deer in the headlights moment. And this was sweet. Them coming around her to, lift her spirits and give her a little bit of a confidence.
Not Ugasio. Not Ugasio. Oh no, bitch. Not when Ugasio was reading that card from their brother. I mean, one was standing there just staring at her like, are you really doing this today? And this other one over here was like, fuck her. All right, but this is lovely. This is a nice scene. That beanbag chair got a wonderful roundabout of people on its covers. I wonder whose house that's going into next.
Justice for Ugasio.
I'm just saying, like, all of this, and y'all hoes was playing face to that little baby that was sitting up there with a, okay, all right, let me continue. Poor Sagittarius. Poor waistline. Girl. All right. People were talking to these people. We just had this conversation. Look at me put this in here. Please forgive me. I ain't trying to be mean, but I'm just saying, like, make it make sense. The girls were mean to others, but now all of a sudden, oh, it's my last day because I want to go home. So now I'm going to be nice. Please. So that's what it felt like to me, that this was being a played off effect of like emotions that were welling up. And that, of course, yes, they felt all that on stage. And yes, that was real tears and all that. Look, I'll get there. But now that I'm looking at the episode for the third time today, I'm like, girl, you was ready to go. Even the laugh that she did when they were doing the puppet challenge, way out of character, but it was funny. I was laughing with Dovima with that howl that she has. I was like, oh my God, but child. I just, So the lineup was as follows. Killer Queen goes first. Carmen was second. To follow was Sagittaria. Yes. Mm-hmm. Then Dovima. Mm-hmm. Get ready for those screenshots. And then Poopy Poison was the end.
The closer.
Ciao. Get ready. All right. Supreme was Segre.
Yes, giving me 80s like Jem went to the retirement home tease.
Silver. Segre and Silver with some black. Mm-hmm. I did like this. I enjoyed the look. I am getting a little bit of a cloudy storm ahead with the wig now because it's a consistency with that, storm, like Ice Cube, like it's just stuck there though. The cloud never went away. I don't know how to get it off me, Scott. Like vary that, but it's cool.
Yeah, it was giving me a little bit of like overly windblown Cher effect, if that makes sense.
I can see her in the club now. I got on the mic for one song. I got my parents' feet now. I'm out the door, back home to Netflix. Supreme. Yeah, there it is. Judges panel. I could read the shit out of Anna Locken, so I will. Girl, she looked a fool. I'm so mad I didn't put her full body look, but you can go on Instagram and see it. A fool. An absolute fool. The dress was ugly. It was hideous. Everything. Boot. Everything was a boot. Like, Boot. I can't. I'm sorry. Boo! It was terrible. Okay, the hobbies look great.
They look great.
This lady over here looked awesome. I enjoy a little sport coat shoulder montage moment. It was lovely. That made no sense. Don't care. But boo, Wendy, boo, Analock, and boo, 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 boo. Boot, do, 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 boot. Okay.
Not boot.
I can't. When he wake up in the morning, boot. Like, it's just.
Yeah, my heart would not be broken if she was not on the panel for the next season. That's all I'll say.
Boot. Sorry.
Let's
continue. Let's continue. I saw that shit on Instagram, but I just giggled. I was like, I know you are not talking about nobody's looks. I can't. Not you, Ellens.
Book Ellens.
I can't. Listen. One is like the dark-haired version, the other is I can't. Pressing play. I can't. Drag
de la Comedia.
Yes. Welcome to the roast, everybody. We're going to go ahead and give our thoughts and opinions on the roast. This was one of the a couple people were really, really funny, and then some were like, what's happening here? But that was to be expected.
I have a question for the chat. Is in Spain, do they call drag queens drags? Like, is that a phrase, or is this one of those RuPaul's Drag Race España where they're kind of like amalgamating English Spanish words? I'm so curious. But yeah, go on.
Yin Yang hobbies. Oh my God. Now and then sitcom Ellen. Oh, before she came out, after she came out, Ellen. Yeah, there it is. I personally felt Killer was ever so slightly better than Carmen in the roast, but then Carmen's outfit was so impressive. I think she deserved to win. Cesar says they do call them drags. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. Nowadays they call them drags. The old ones are, she did. Okay. Matthew can't say that even in Spanish. Okay, let's continue. 200 people in the room. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to talk about these girls and the performances. Oh my God, there's Killer Queen with these eyeglasses. Why am I singing so much? Okay, this was good. I enjoyed this.
Yes. Yeah. For all of the takes on roasts that we've seen on Drag Race, if you put them all together, she would rank in the top rankings of like all of the Drag Race roasts for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the take that she took on it.
I like this. And we're going to get to this runway too, because it's the best she's looked. In terms of giving, I wasn't expecting that mug. I was like, oh, so we're doing makeup today. Fabulous. But this was good. I enjoyed it. I thought she was really funny. I enjoyed the characterization that she did with it, because that's sometimes what you need to do versus going, oh, I'm going to be myself and tell you some jokes. Like, no, I need to dive into a persona that would tell jokes like this. And she mentioned on the runway how she doesn't want to be a mean person and doesn't like to put others down. So doing this character really helped in order to not feel like they were the ones that were actually doing the jokes and being mean or whatever, because she's a sweetheart. So that's lovely. Thank you, Dr. Killer Queen. Thanks. Yes. Up next.
I always forget that they are a doctor.
Mm-hmm. I had a stethoscope. Okay.
Okay.
Carmen Farala and her tan. This was funny too. I was tackling. It was so quick, but it was like the jokes landed. I was reading at the same time I was listening, so I could feel the punchlines hit. I loved it. I thought Carmen looked good and was hilarious. She had them rolling. It was like back to back. Ooh.
Yeah. And I don't know the show that they were referencing, but like I know this character. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. This was a good one from Carmen. I was impressed. I said, Carmen, what can't you do? Mm-hmm. That's me with Carmen right now. What can't you do? This is what we can't do, is make jokes. You look good.
The look is amazing.
You look beautiful, Doc.
Beautiful gowns, beautiful wigs, beautiful mugs.
Now we're gonna get into some wig lines in a minute, but yeah, we'll continue. I wonder if I could put that screenshot in there, because some of these babies was like, But yeah, Sagittaria was sad.
Yeah.
Sad. It was sad, sister.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna make a joke like this. It was bad. I just was like, girl, what are we doing today?
Yeah,
Nothing.
no, not her gig. She's not. I don't think she should be on the roast tour. I don't think that's going to be one of her bookings that she will be blessed with.
Oh, it was a chop. It was a chop, Serena. Chop, chop. Serena, chop, chop. It was sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so sad. Okay.
Muy triste.
Now, speaking of into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Ow.
Nope. You just tried. Into the thick of it.
Ow.
Dovima was not into it. Her wig was like, fuck her. Her wig was like, fuck that shit. You may not make jokes today. Your wig was like, no, it's I'm sorry, let me stop. The wig, listen, the funniest bit about this was the fact that her wig was like all of us. Our wig was like, no, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. You was dog shit, dirty Nugasio. Fuck you, hoe. Your wig was like, ha. Look, I had to do it for her today. Oh, let me get my jokes right. Let me get my jokes ready. Ooh, let me do it. Hold on, I got my joke. Hold on, I got my notepad too. I'm writing it down. The hell, bitch! Look at this. Okay, go Mimi.
Well, and like, was it not giving you trouble before you got out of the workroom?
Look at this shit.
Like, I think she thought she could play into it. I think she thought that it was going to be kind of funny to be like, oh,
this is out the bag. This is out the bag. There is no pins in that curl, mama.
Like, what?
Like, you
is happening?
Knew that wig was going to be that girl today, and it has to be worn a certain way. And if you was going to be the one to like rock that monstrosity of hair with nothing in the front to pin all that was flopping forward, you're crazy. You're crazy.
What are you talking about, Matty?
I don't know. I don't.
Dear diary.
And mind
dear
you,
diary.
She was actually starting off well until she moved her head forward. Now that's gravity was the common denominator in this fuck shit today. Gravity, not Balmain. Gravity. Okay, that was a legendary reference. Okay, listen. Dovima don't Vima wear that wig. Dovima don't Vima wear that wig. Listen, this has been I'm about to give oof woo. It was woo. I can't. Into the thick of it. Ooh, look at her. Look at this. Oh, I have to.
You had fun with these screenshots.
There were so many. There were so many. There were so many. I'm just telling you, that was the world. Like low key, that was a live edit.
Her wig was barking.
Goodbye. All right. So Poopy. God, girl, what's happening, sister? You got up there like somebody's auntie and straight up just gave the drunk number. It was bad. I was a little bit pressed and pissed. Yep.
To quote great Drag Race alum Tatiana, choices.
This is what happens when Frenchie makes the wrong decisions.
Well, the wig was bothering me the entire time.
She didn't get that dream with the man from Heaven, girl. That was Satan visited her with this.
That part.
Ooh, and for the Grease girls. I'm sorry.
And then I understand, like, you know, I didn't realize up until this episode that this was some Raja RuPaul kind of moment that they like knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
But then to be using what you know that like actually might hurt your friend was like not smart.
But it wasn't even funny. That's the worst part. It was not even funny. No. Like Miss Thing.
Not bright. Not bright.
It was
no rainbow in this bright.
No.
No rainbow in this bright. Not for me.
It was a choo choo chop. I was 3. Too good.
Still drop out.
She didn't get that moment. Look, all the bobby pins holding this old monstrosity together should have been given to Dovima when all that monstrosity given. I couldn't get into this. I was really sad for Poopy because Poopy's fucking funny. Poopy was funny in the rehearsals. Oh, you're a hoot. Came out there, and it was like, I can't. Just no, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it. That was the roast itself, y'all. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5.
I agree.
That's a good 40%, kittens, you know. All right. So this was, what was this, Night of 1,000 Veronicas?
Rosalia.
Rosalia.
Yeah.
Why did I say
Rosalia.
Veronica?
I don't know who Veronica is.
I don't know who Veronica. She must have just walked by.
She might be Rosalia's assistant.
She must have just walked by. That I had a Veronica in my spirit. That's just what happened. Hey V. Your shoulder blades are kind of fucked up. Go ahead, bitch. Yeah, you can get them shaven. All right.
Do you know who Rosalia is?
No, I do not.
She's a singer, and I'll admit that I kind of, the internet led me her way because she's friends with Kylie Jenner. And so like on one of these tag pictures, I was like, oh, who's this girl? And then it's like, oh shit, she's a singer. And she like, she's interesting. Like, I mean, I appreciate the gig. What I've heard so far is like not necessarily something that I would be bumping in my house, but like I appreciate the talent, the artistry of it all.
Yeah, the song that was lip synced to, well, something was attempted. Oh, I know who this is. I know who this is. Okay.
Like she has a song with Bad Bunny. I love that song.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly where I know her from. Okay, cool. I'm aware of who she is now. Oh, she's a Libra. I like her even better.
Willow Brown. I want to know why she's your problematic fave.
She said something fucked up. What happened? What happened?
What happened?
Now we in it. No.
What she already done had hers. What she hers is.
I can't. Well, up next is the Doberman herself, claims to be Dovima. Was this Carmen's outfit that she wore, or was this the one that she originally brought?
So this is
on the stage. Yeah,
this is the outfit that Carmen brought to wear, because Dovima's original outfit that was in the same vein, Dovima was having problems with Dovima's original outfit, and so Carmen was generous enough to just say, "Here, take what's not working on yours and make mine work for you." Not sounding like a ketamine dog.
I mean, Keita, what? No, I can't. Okay, I mean, all right. Listen, it's not bad. It's Carmen's outfit. It's plain. I'm glad Carmen didn't wear this. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure Carmen would have looked good in this, but I just don't see it I don't see it. I don't see it. I like the wig. I don't see it.
But Albert is saying, no, that this was Dovima's outfit. I could have sworn at some point that when they were backstage that she was saying, no, she had problems with hers and she had given her hers.
It was Dovima's outfit that Carmen offered it to her when hers was messing up. So she still went through. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Carmen hair, Carmen props, Carmen makeup, all Carmen. Oh, right.
Okay. Listen. For what it's worth, it's not horrible. This is not a chop for me. However, it is, a little bit of Madison Ashley tease.
Madison Ashley.
Yeah, that's a good reference. Her profile is available. Okay, so
do you mean Ashley Madison?
Did I say Madison Ashley?
I love it though, because that's a good little play on it. And yes, her profile is, and what connected to me was her profile's always available. That's why I was like, wait, I know this intersection.
How I'm not in that world, but I'm there.
He meant to say 7th Avenue, but he said 7th Street. But I know what address he's pointing to.
Right, I remember it like it was yesterday. Like it was totally schmacks, and it's Golden Crisp. You know what I'm saying? Like very that.
I love this.
Y'all, it was on the news a little while ago. If you remember, that's how you know it's gonna go away.
Welcome to the stage, Madison Ashley.
That actually be a great drag name.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why at first I was like, oh. And then I thought Madison Beer because somebody said that too. And I was like, wait a second.
Oh, no one would talk about her. No one would talk about her.
My brain connected those dots. And I was like, I know what
Not a
he's
soul
saying.
here would be speaking of Madison Beer on any accord. For what reason?
Madison Ashley. I love that. That's my new drag name.
Okay. So so listen, if you had your window busted this weekend with a brick, it came flying through on this. This is Poopy Poison. There you go. I'm sorry. Are we going to talk about this assault and battery on the face? Are we going to talk about it? Are we going to talk about this assault and battery? Girl, the fight you lost, Mimi. Someone slam dunked this bitch in the ground. Do you understand? Look at the cheeks. Beat up. Like, nope. I like the concept of the knives and all that mess around it. I think that's cool. But this is a tracksuit.
Okay, so I agree. I like the concept. Double agree. It's basically just a tracksuit with props on it. I agreed with some of the Javi commentary that this is very poopy, but I don't know who the judge was that they thought that they still would have hoped to see. Like, Poopy has Poopy done true glam at all? Like, there's been like,
do you count last week? Do you count last week? But that's a character.
Yeah, it's a cute moment, but to me, it's not glam. Like, she was a painting. You know what I mean? So, like,
there's always a sense of camp. Listen, I'm sorry, Mimi. She was robbed, not robbed of a win, but robbed at the point where she had to file a police report. There was a police report. Y'all, I understand that this is, listen, I get where this is supposed to be like the video and it looks just like that. I just saw the picture when I was pulling it up on my phone. I just saw it. So I get it. But I'm also like, so yikes.
Yeah.
Don't you got to walk in the light, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to go home with a friend. Like, don't you go home by yourself no more, sister. Don't you get no more Ubers by yourself. They get you, girl. But concept wise, I'm here for it. Makeup wise, but everything else, yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to be nice, but I can't. The tracksuit of it all. I was like, what? But then I was like, oh, it's like that, but it's like, the cheek, like, die. Like
yeah, and the wig is a little tough for me too.
Where is it going? It's like a church, like what's stop it, Mimi. I'm trying to get away from this.
Next. Whoa.
Okay.
Yes.
So talk about a pivot. No, stop. That's speed. It is to have Carmen go after that. Like, bitch. I had to take 3 different screenshots because Carmen actually does this thing where she learns how to hit a mark for a camera. And she's the best at doing it because, y'all, with screenshots, when I'm doing these, it's hard sometimes to catch them in the right moment because sometimes they focus on the shoe for like 15 seconds. You're like, what the fuck is this shit? Give us the outfit in the frames with a face. But I also realize that the women, they're moving and some of them don't know how to just boom.
Yeah.
All right. And boom. Carmen booms, bombs, like pop, 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 pop. Just, she knows what the fuck she's doing. And
she's gonna give you the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Made this today. Let me get to the details here. It's the mug for me, sis. But like,
yeah, I'd wear that. Like, I want her to make me that.
This is cute as fuck. Like, it looks like it could be somewhat in like a magazine page, like 89, or part of a spread. And it's like several different looks that are a part of that sort of fabric. And this is like one of them. It's fire. This was
Carmen to me is the first drag queen that I think could successfully do a clothing line. Like, nobody's ever tried because none of them are like designers to this level of like the everyday woman would want to buy this. You know what I mean? It's not just drag,
bitch,
like clothing. You know what I mean?
Bitch, get into this mug.
Gorgeous.
Into this
gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to be in movies. Like, get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She is the moment.
Yes.
She is, that's when you could use the statement.
Club,
She is the moment.
airport, club, another club.
Like, it's so soft and pussy. And then when you see Carmen out of drag, you're like, that's a man. You know what I'm saying?
I would date both of them. Like, I would date Carmen and I would date boy Carmen. Like, I would have an entire menage a trois relationship with both of them.
It's good stuff, honey.
Yeah.
But this one spooked me. This one spooked me. This one right here.
Oh.
Girl, I was not ready for Killer Queen to come up in some puss. You know, Mama's been good for giving us like really good ensembles, but this was fire. And furthermore, I'm gonna get to this mug because I was here for the thick girl rock'ems. I was like, come on, Mama, you better push them thighs through. And this is where we got. Oh!
Yeah, that mug is so soft but gorgeous. And I love those soft little lips. Like, I wouldn't even, like, who would want a drag queen to have soft little lips? But, like, she pulls them off so perfectly. The only thing for moi, person-in-law, there's something about this snake that looks a little too plasticky fake for me that it throws it off. Like, there's something about the snake that just throws it off.
If they didn't, like, show it so close, we would have been fine. Because far away, the detail was right. But once we got close, it was like,
that's the only thing. Like, if we're splitting hairs, you know?
It does look like someone took, like, you know, when you were trying to make those like models out of like what was it back in school when you had to do like cast formations on things and you were just like trying to make something up. It was like, look, I made a snake. But I thought this face was pussy.
Gorge.
Pussy. I was like, oh my goodness. And see how the cheek doesn't look like someone ran her over in, like, you know, a movie that Quentin Tarantino directed called Death Proof. I'm giving you the scene where the girl was in the back seat and the tire ran over her face. Poopy. That scene in that movie, that was your face. This is not it. This was great. I loved it. It was good stuff. Thank you, Miss Mama. I was
it's called what? Blending.
Ugh. And the nose is right too. Look at the nose. Oh, sister, I have to continue. Her eyes are pretty. Like, natural eyes are pretty. So it's like, you go on, sister.
Yeah, that is woman.
Now, Sagittaria.
Yes.
All right.
Very much giving me the Rosalia vibes with the nails. I did enjoy that because I do recognize that immediately for Rosalia. The look, you know, was definitely fashion-wise, not wig. That wig was terrible. Fashion-wise was also giving me Rosalia vibes, but the wig was just eating her head alive.
Like, it started here. You know what I'm saying? No, listen. It was cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I wasn't like blown away by this translation. I like the nails. This is it's a good interpretation. It's on the money, but I was like, this is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Jacket, pants, belt.
Like, it could also be 10,000 other characters. You know what I mean? Like, it could also
several people in the pop industry kind of look, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing to really give you.
If it wasn't for the nails, you wouldn't really even know it's Rosalia. You know what I mean?
I mean, low key, I thought she was just doing, you know, Aquarius number. Like, don't it? Just she gonna do something with the Lady Gaga number real quick. I don't know. It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
Now let's get to this shit right here.
Go in, Matthew.
Someone had a revelation this week. With everything that's been going on, I didn't know that I was going to have a real friend.
Why are you making Dovima sound like It's a Wonderful Life?
Bitch, listen, see? No, wait, hold on, wait.
Like, it's the end of A Wonderful Life. And you know what? That is what Dovima was serving us. Dovima was serving us the end of It's a Wonderful Life.
You sat there this whole fucking season and played roo, roo, roo. And like, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm a not the rest of those things. Just a bitch. No, like the whole season. Rudy Huxtable. Yes, you were rude the whole sister. Every chance you could get. I want to be the mean one. And you told us that's what your tea was. Then you were nasty to Ugasio. I did not understand why you were so nasty to that person. You literally bullied them. I'm saying it. It was all on camera. I'm saying it.
And today, again, I love one of the things that I look forward to, especially about this season of Drag Race España, because I think if anybody else does it, it's going to feel a little bit forced. Their entrances, when they come in with their little skit and always like a hurt puppy that got beat in the kennel.
Oh, we used to be roommates. We're not cool like that no more. Y'all was cool the whole season. Help me, God. Help me. Help me. Help me with this. I don't make sense shit. This did not make any sense. So then you're on the main stage now crying and you want my sympathy. Listen, babe, I'm going to tell you this, though. I'm going to keep it real. For you to go through those emotions, let's say it is real and I want to believe it is, just as a person watching the show, I'm here for this. I'm here for you having your moment. I'm glad that you were able to feel a release and a friend in Carmen. I'm glad that moment for you was what you needed. And you said to yourself, you know what? I don't need this competition anymore because I'm leaving a different person and all that. That's lovely. That's fabulous. But when I rewatch this season, I'm not going to tell myself, go back to episode 6 and remember what the fuck she said.
Yeah.
That's tea. So again, I'm more now on Carmen's love letter list than I am with Dovima because Carmen's that friend. And so if anything, I don't know, whatever energy you were trying to pass off to her, girl, or just the praises of whatever, Carmen's getting the higher marks in this one. I was like, this is the swan song I've been waiting for because low-key, you walk through this competition, mean mugging, just gliding along the runway. I don't understand this, y'all. That's why I'm trying to be nice and get like, oh, if this was real, that was that. However, this seemed bullshit to me. Very like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Because, girl, what was Sagittarius looked like she was going to wear you out anyways. In the lip sync. Well, we're going to get to the lip sync too. I have many stills. I have many.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I appreciated the, character arc, right? I appreciated somebody hopefully truly realizing that they don't need to go through life with these airs and these masks on because being vulnerable and being authentic is much better to go about life that way, or at least you're going to be received a lot warmer by people that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I was like trying to get my thoughts and I was not looking at the screen and this
is vulnerable. This is it. I'm having a moment. Hey, listen, I'm glad things were said. I'm glad we got to see that lace line. I was really here for this. At the same time, I'm like, girl, you were nasty. So Ugasio, honey, this one's for you, baby. This one's for you. This one's for you, all. Boo.
Yeah.
Now, Unfunny Manny, and this is Unfunny Manny, trust me. I think people try too hard to overanalyze doing their job on television. I think that this was the most effortless, dramatic, show-stopping performance on Drag Race. That the crying or the standing still?
I mean, people have their feelings, right?
And you are allowed to feel. But Unfunny Manny, that LOL tells me that you know exactly where I got that from. Was it this or was it that? Like, but good job. That she even painted her brows to cry.
I mean, I was gonna ask you how they thought about the different brow. There was a little bit tiny
it
adjustment.
Was like, I'm sad.
Tiny adjustment.
You know what? Moving on.
And I
Go
worked
in.
so hard on my brows now, Matthew. Like, I
Yo.
swear, out of all of my makeup, out of everything, I spent the most time on these two little brows to get them just right.
I'm just it's today. These are my going home brows. Like, what is? I can't. Let me get off of here. I can't. Okay, back to the inflatable chairs.
I love these inflatable chairs.
Girl, they were like, be careful.
Give me my first apartment when I was 22.
And you know they're not that comfortable after the first 15 minutes of sitting on them.
They're not.
Let's see here. So, of course, they're going over everything that happened. The besties are sitting next to each other. You know, Carmen's like, I did good today. You know, Killer's like, I'm doing great. Poopy's like worried that they're going to have to lip sync with a bunch of knives and instruments of destruction that are attached to them. But you're in a tracksuit, sister, so you could move, right?
Yeah.
I
and rip them off and use them as props, but it didn't have to get to that point.
We can see how the storyline is progressing into former roommates who were supposed to be enemies to then having to lip sync against each other.
Former lovers.
Oh, it had to be something of
former lovers.
That's what that was.
Lovers.
I could see them being together. No, I can't. Interested? No longer. Let's continue. Because I was like, this is someone's swan song for me. I was like, I was like, Sagittaria, first time having a lip sync. All right, go in, sister.
This
one's over here on 2. Like, what would they keep her for? I don't understand. Like, unless she's gonna slow-mo do a song. Like, was this a ballad? All right. Lights go down. Dick and ass are sitting up there on stage. All right. It's a song by the person who they needed to be. It's haute couture. I did enjoy this.
Yes, I like that song. I'm actually going to get into Rosalia a little bit more after this episode.
This was the lip sync. I'm just going to let it play.
That's a good screenshot, actually. Oh.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
I'm loving the lip sync through screenshots. I think we should do this more. I like this. And I actually liked this moment. I liked that Sagittaria was like, you know what, bitch? No, we're gonna I'm gonna play with you. You're gonna play a little bit. We're not gonna let you go out like this. Like, I know what you're doing, but I'm not gonna let you do that. You know what I mean? I liked that moment. I really liked it.
That poor wig didn't deserve all that thrashing.
That wig.
Now we need to discuss this moment here, because when I tell you, I thought her knee was broken, y'all. I put that on everything. I said, oh, she's not getting up. That was a fall if I've ever seen one. I mean, shattered.
But I have a question, because it's coming up in the chat. Is it better to stand on the stage and take the loss facing the judges, or walk off, or not come on the stage into the lip sync? My personal opinion, I think there's a tiny bit of honor in standing there and taking it versus. But well, no, and I take that back. I literally take that back, because I'm not trying to diss what Inti did either. So I could see it going both ways. But I see some people in the chat that like, oh, at least one person walked off. Like, I don't know about this. At least people walked off. Like, I think there's honor in standing there too, I guess is what I'm trying to say. What do you think, Matty? Would you not, if you, for whatever reason, did not want to partake in the lip sync, right? Whatever reason it is, would you just not go on the stage and just, do a walk off and like not give them the exit moment? Or do you stand on the stage and like, purposefully not do the lip sync? I'm so curious.
This is tough because Gramble was paralyzed. Oh, highlight. Thank you. Good Pokemon read. Yeah. I would have used the Doberman one that's with fire nerdigans. That would have been my preferred one, since we called her Dobermina. But yeah, personally think not doing the lip sync in any ways is a disrespect.
I agree. I agree.
Didn't make it on the show. Okay, so this is me with this situation here. Houndoom. There we go. Houndoom was paralyzed.
Yeah.
Attack down. So Hound Dower sued me. Listen. I can understand why they did it.
Mhm.
I can respect them for making that decision and for standing their ground. That is where it stops for me.
Mhm.
I'm on this show to give you a show.
Yeah.
If this was gag worthy to y'all, then you received the gag. For me, I'm looking like I got this little mom over here tossing her wig off of her head as hard as she can while you are standing here with your hands cusped, giving us not a good mug. And it was like, okay, for me personally, but I also was like, then again, Jenny Lemon straight up waved goodbye and walked the fuck off. And then we had to witness Sister dance with herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that could have been either way. So Dovima doing that, it's respected. It is. But I'm also like, for me,
Yeah.
if I'm on this show and I feel like they're gonna send me home anyways, fuck that. I'm about to wear it out.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that when they talk about this lip sync, bitches are arguing over me.
Yeah.
That I should have stayed because that was that good. That's what I want the
From
girls to
Katya Kennedy level.
Very that I want people to remember that moment, even if I'm sent home, that I fought for my fucking spot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, again, this is what they decided to do. It's pretty on brand for their foolishness. I'm gonna ride people to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to sit there and let my friend stay here because I don't have what it takes to continue.
Mm.
And that's just that. But outside of that, like, would you want to bring her back for an all-stars level? No, because if they have to be put in a situation where they may go home again, what are we going to get? Oh, I'm leaving again because, you know, I'm good. And I found a new friend with this new queen who I just met this week. Like, no. So, yeah, it is what it is. But to me, I wasn't impressed, but I was entertained. There we go. I was not impressed. I was entertained. But yes, I was like, goodbye. That's all it was for me. It was like, but yeah, I was more entertained by seeing this wig.
You're like, back to the kennel for you, darling.
I was more so here for the, like, just witnessing these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, oh, hers is so forward and this one's so pushed back. Like, you know, that's what it looks like when you first put it on and you're trying to figure out and get it adjusted. And that looks what it looks like after you just did a show and you got paid like good money that week. So there it is.
Before, after.
Yeah. But to me, for the girls who want to get on the show, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, you giving up on something. It's like, bitch, I would have fought for my spot. But then again, they didn't choose you. That's what that low lace front wearing one eyebrow stretch mark have himself wants to have. And there it is. There it is. So the legacy of that's it in the episode. Maybe overall last opinions here.
I'm excited to see how this season continues to chug along. This definitely felt right for the place that we are in the season. And yeah.
You damn Skippy. I don't like people getting fucked with like that, knowing they're a sweetheart. They definitely were trying. But then again, let me find out that Ugasio was what's her face from season 13, Utica. He was telling girls, they was reading girls in the background, watch. Like, the people was like, that's why I was going hard on her. She was playing for the cameras. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this was fun. It was a good episode, you know, for what it was. I was here for it. Yeesh. This week's about to be crazy for me. I'm literally traveling to Atlanta, Georgia to host a fucking reunion for a reality show that's currently on YouTube now, The Circle Atlanta, that my friend Jamar is a part of as a producer and directed some episodes. And oh my gosh, and new friends with Nunu. And this is going to be a crazy weekend. And then I'm going to be seeing family I haven't seen in years, especially since the pandemic hit and it kind of separated us even further away. And it's just going to be very interesting. And I might see some of you Rant Pack members out in Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, it's going to be a lot going on. A lot. A lot.
Congratulations, you are a host of the reunion show on YouTube. Next week.
Exactly. Oh, who do I want to win? Carmen. I love Killer Queen. I love Killer Queen, period. Okay.
Those are my
Now,
top two.
then we got Sagittaria, not ready, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Not ready, beautiful. But Carmen is the full package. Honey, the full fucking package. And I am excited to see Envy Peru on next week's episode. I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
Matty, they better not try you in that reunion. Listen, all I'm going to say to that is if the girls want to swing, my face is this away. The other ones are over there. So I am good. I am the Matrix. I'm good for dodge and shots. And there's going to be security on set from what I was told. So if anything does happen, I will be protected. But I am going to be in a cute little suit. The attire is supposed to be trap, but I'm not a trap girl like that. Just so y'all clear. But I'm going to give some sort of like, I would say I look like I'm a manager for a rap artist, low key, not really, but
a trap is a trap is a trap is a trap. It's all about how you make your money and where you make your money. That's your trap.
I'm wearing the suit. Yeah, I had
to. So that's your trap.
Yeah, I had to do it. But I'm gonna get some nice shoes to go with that sucker and do it like that.
That's your trap.
And I need to go to the mall tomorrow, low key. I have an eye appointment as well because I'm getting my contacts back. I'm low key blind talking to y'all here. And now that I'm looking at myself in this FaceTime that my friend just called me while I'm doing this live, as I have to expose him right now. Okay. As I'm doing live. Now he's like, yeah, bitch, you're on camera. You're ruining a moment. Listen. Envy or Carmen? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't envy the decision to have to make it over Carmen. But Carmen's everything and I love Envy, so I love them both. So no, I'm not choosing. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wearing this suit. I have to because also y'all gonna see my ass in that suit. It's fabulous. She fits. The pants. I clearly gained a little thigh meat weight. So, child, when I sit down, if you see a mushroom down there, that's the cloud of ass that's rolling on through. Okay. All right. Mimi, give your social medias for me, baby.
You're going to find me on the good old Twitter. It's going to be Mimi Cherry, MEME, followed by a cherry. And if you want to find me on Instagram, add an IG to it. Make it Mimi Cherry IG. Make sure to listen to the stereo shows. Make sure to listen to and watch the airtime shows. Make sure to watch the panel on Sundays and support everyone that's part of the Rant Pack.
Whoop, whoop. Don't forget this panel is on a break for July 11th as Matty needs some time as the panel as well. We've been doing this Sundays for a couple of months now.
And Fortunate Rants is also on a break this week, right?
That's
because
right.
You're playing. Yeah.
Fortunate Rants is on a break this week as well. We'll be bringing that back on the Stereo app, where you can find me at MattyRants on all social medias except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. Stereo app on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Of course, this Friday we'll be taking the break, but we have podcasts on there. We took a break this Monday as well because I had to do things with my sissy. And yes, also partnered with the Airtime app on Tuesday and Thursday shows. Today, I'll be in that room from 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern for drag race everything. We're going to do some hot topics and we're going to talk about drag race and all that kind of good stuff here. So join me for a good old 90-minute session up in the Airtime app. We have a good time, watch videos together, and y'all are talking with me as well. It does work. I'm going to tell you about that Unknown 3. I'm going to tell you what you need to do because it does work. And I know people say they have issues with it, but I'll double check. I think one of them I had to take down, but back to this, got to stay on the flow. Thursdays, it'll be the Drag Race Trivia and Hot Topics. You can win cash by knowing Drag Race Trivia on Airtime. Now, for those of you on my Patreon, who are my Patreon, and I do the reactions specifically for that Patreon, thank you so much for that. If the link is not working where it says that too many people are on it at once or you've exceeded the number of playbacks, you have to log into your Google account. And that should work for you. That's what I've been known to do. If it is some sort of specific video, I may have had to remove it to make space. But hit me up in my inbox again. I'll take a look and see what the video is. But that normally is what the issue is when people are looking at it. They're not logged in directly. And then when you log in with your Google account, it just goes through. So that happened to me one time with Bob and Monet's video because I am a patron of the Sibling Rivalry podcast. So I had to log into my Google and it worked out for me. Okay. Fabulous. Look at me. Mimi and I talked about this. She's like, Matt, I'm so happy you have so much going. And I'm like, yes, literally.
How else am I going to be your executive assistant? Hello.
I'm like opening up a packet of nothing. I'm just like, life. Okay. So I'm going to have myself a little libation before I do this airtime app.
Libation station.
And then I'm going to probably go to sleep for the rest of my life. Yeah, go to sleep for the rest of the day here. This has been fun, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate all the support. So rude to Dovima. She was rude to everybody. Have yourselves a great. She wanted time.
I don't know why I had to grab both of my breasts like they somehow disappeared after that, but I felt that bang bang. I just felt that bang bang. I was like,
oh, right? Like, please put it down, honey, because like clearly,
where's my gun?
Like before we start, like we have prime examples. So row on that. We will talk to y'all later. Puss. I'll see you next time here on a Tuesdays for Drag Race Live España.
Listen.
Yeah.